soul. So I'ma do me, yeah, I'ma do me, yeah. I'm reminded that he already saw all of that. Just say, no bother with what them say,
Guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then welcome. Today's video is entitled What is in Your Hand? This is based on Exodus 4. The message is dated like a few months ago, 11th of March this year, 2024. I was just reading Exodus 4 and I was thinking about the right time. A lot of times, like us as humans, we postpone things just because we're waiting for the perfect environment time before we do anything. So if I could do this, then I'll be able to accomplish this, or if I could get this amount of money, then I can do this, or if I sorry, that's my dog. Say hi, Mimi.
Hey everybody, my name is Mimi.
Says hi. Yeah, we live in the mindset of when this happens, then I can start to do X, Y, and Z. But the question that dawned on me when I was reading Exodus 4 was, what is in your hand? Why can't you just start? And that's exactly what God was telling Moses in Exodus 4. We do have this mindset that the grass is always greener on the other side. So we complain and complain and complain and think, oh, look at this person. If I had that, then I'll be able to do X, Y, and Z and complete my goals. But you must understand that this waiting for the right timing, this mindset is stemmed from comparison and discontentment. I think that's the word. But it really deceives us into thinking that the grass is greener when, to be honest, you can make your grass green.
Woohoo! Candidate for Prime Minister.
We complain to God that we cannot work or produce for Him because we're lacking. That's what we're convinced that's going on in our lives. But that simply isn't true, because what does the scripture say?
Philippians 4:19. And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of his glory in Jesus Christ.
Then the second scripture is Psalm 34, verses 10. The lions may grow weak and hungry, but those who seek the Lord lack no good thing. If God asks you to do a thing, He will supply what you need, because He's all wise and He's all powerful. He doesn't need a reminder. We do. We need the reminders to remember that He is God. Just because that the tools that we're presented with, that we have in our possession, aren't up to our standard, it doesn't necessarily mean that we are inequipped or the tools are inferior, but it's rather that we do need to change our mindset and see things the way how God sees them. We talked about in the previous video about Corinthians 1 verses 27, about how God uses the foolish things and the people who the world deems foolish, and He uses them for good. Some examples of this is He literally made water flow out of a rock for the Israelites when they needed water. Mind you, there were no bodies of water around. They were thinking, God, you left us here to die, and then water comes out of a rock. You would never think that water would come out of a rock. Another instance is heavenly manna. It fell from the sky to feed the people. Another instance is when the multitude of people came to Jesus bread. Jesus could have really just turned these people around and just told them, okay, bye, we don't have enough to feed all of you. Instead, He blessed it, and he said, God bless this food. It was so much to the point where they had baskets left back of food. You're complaining about something, about how unequipped you are to complete a task or an assignment or something that you feel He has placed on your heart, and you've been just making excuses, right? But what if God is asking you today, what is in your hand, daughter? What is in your hand, son? And He didn't ask Moses what is in his hand because he didn't know what was in his hand. He knew what was in his hand. He was asking Moses so Moses would be aware of what was in his hand. We make excuses just like Moses. God is the one who made us. Like when Moses said that he had a stutter or something like that, and God is just like, who made your mouth? I'm asking you to I'm sending you out. Don't you think I'll be able to give you the words to talk? And it's just a whole bunch of excuses, and we forget that we have a God who does the impossible. We rely so much on the capabilities of our own human bodies rather than the capabilities of the living God. And his capabilities are endless, okay? Nothing that we do in this life, nothing should hold us back from doing them, unless they're bad, of course. The only person who should be holding us back is God. In terms of having fear of doing something that you know He called you to do, don't hold back just because you think you don't have enough resources. He will provide. He will provide what you need when the time is right. It was God who saw that Adam was lonely, and He created a woman to be his helpmeet. Adam didn't even know that was possible at the time. He saw it. I mean, like, yeah, he saw it with the other creations and everything, like female and male, but he didn't. I'm pretty sure he would have never expected a whole female version of him. But God recognized his need and provided what he would have needed. Don't feel like God isn't gonna come through for you, or He's not gonna provide for you when you need it, because He will. And if you ask of Him, then He will give it to you according to His riches. God is a good father, and He recognizes our needs before we do. So I hope this message really touched you, or it has motivated you to just keep pressing on and have faith in Him that He's gonna bring you through, and He's gonna provide whatever you need in order to fulfill His assignments. Don't be scared. Don't let the devil trick you into thinking that you're not enough, because you are, and you have enough. And whatever you have, that's another thing, is the talent in the Bible. Remember the person who had that one talent. It don't even matter if you have one talent. Produce it, double it, do what you have to do, because when you go before God, you have to account for what you have done on this earth. You're gonna just hide that one talent that you have, even if you don't have much. Make use of what you do have. He's given us all gifts. He's given us all talents. It's up to us to pray to Him, seek Him about it. What have you given me, and how can I do it? Help me to do it. Help, give me the strength, and trust me. With that mindset, I mean, it's a word for me too, because I do it a lot. I second guess myself. But I really do hope this has encouraged someone here. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Love you.